Coach, just get general thoughts on today's doubleheader split.
Obviously, a tough finish to a really good beginning. I thought, obviously, after the first inning, Connor Metelsky gave us a chance to win and kind of buckled down, but Josh Becker came in and just did what he's been doing all year long. We grinded out. We weren't swinging the bats really well, but Oscar Marchena had a big hit for us, and we get game one, and then game two, I thought Fusco came out and had the best stuff he's had all year long, was in great rhythm, and second inning, a hit and a couple wild pitches, and they score a run. They go up 2-0, and then we go to the fifth and have 2 outs, nobody on, and just kind of the wheels kind of came off right there in that inning. I don't know, 6 or 7 straight walks, I believe it was. So that's 2 game threes of 2 series in a row where we've given up 4 hits and 5 hits, and they've scored 8 runs and 7 runs on us. So obviously, if we want to do what we want to do this year, we got to kind of fix that. You can't defend walks. We know it. Our staff knows it. Our team knows it. But the one thing I will say is we grinded to the end and put together some really good at-bats against a couple of really good arms out of their bullpen. So it was a tough split, but we got the one, and we're going to see him again at the back end of the year. We got those guys 3 more times. So that's all I got.
Yeah. Open up for any questions for Coach.
What was the adjustment that Connor made that allowed him to stay in that game for as long as he did?
He was getting under the baseball, collapsing his backside. Everything was kind of riding up, and he loses balls to his arm side when he collapses his back leg. We just told him he's got to stay taller, and he did. And you know what? I was proud of that. He could have folded the tents, and that would have been it. But he was a couple hitters away from us getting him out of there. But he buckled down, gave us 5 solid innings, and I'm happy for him.
And Becker's performance, he got some big strikeouts for you with runners on base to keep that alive.
He's been doing it all year long. It's the second straight weekend where he's struck out the side with the bases loaded, and it's not just against the bottom half of an order. It's usually the middle of the order that he's doing that too, and he's a bulldog. He's got something inside that you can't teach, and I'm glad he knocked on our door that day to come try out.
The 10 walks, obviously, in Game 2 is not what you want. There's no question about that, but you still, again, gave yourselves a chance in the later innings to sneak in and pull it off.
We had opportunities. We put together a good at-bats. Trip McCaffrey goes in for Mike Young and has 2 big hits for us to kind of get us going and spark us. And, you got to tip your cap to Trip. He hasn't played in a while. He's been dealing with a left wrist sprain that he hurt diving for a baseball. So, those kind of performance there earn you more time on the field.
How do you fix the pitching problem? More repetitions?
It's
with the walks?
they're working hard at it.
Yeah.
Maybe they're overworking it, but it's one of those things. Fusco's a freshman. His stuff was really, really good today, and I just think he's got to learn to trust everything else. He's got to trust his defense behind him, and he tries to go max effort every time. When he learns how to pitch, he's going to be really, really good.
Pitching to contact really can be an advantage. And it looked like in that inning in particular, you had guys that really didn't want to do that.
Well, it's like anything. Hitting's contagious. Walking guys can become contagious, and when they see it ahead of them, I brought Kendall into a tough situation with a 2-0 count, but Ricky wasn't really close, and Ricky hasn't pitched much, and Kendall's been there for us. Kendall's been there all year for us and has pitched really well, and he was the one guy that we thought we could bring into that situation. And you know what? Today it didn't work out.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Next week.
Thank you. All right.